Good evening, everyone. This is what's helping here again, hosting the matches for tonight. And tonight we are again following Team ID. This is the ninth Ascent tournament. That would be the second last of the bunch. Last run has not been the most impressive for ID. They bow out of the first round by losing 0-2 against TCS 1. Tonight they would definitely want to do much better than this result though. They would really want to reclaim the number 1 spot in the fixture. But looking at the table, we already have 9 confirmed teams. Act 1 just confirmed their position in the Summer Season Championship after IE didn't register their team. WWNE still didn't register the team for tonight, so potentially Gen X, if they play really well, they can get into top 16. They really want to at least get through to the next round twice then they have to make sure WWE don't register their team as well on Thursday. But this table potentially would also see several teams confirming their spot tonight, and we will see if that's the case. So this is for now. You're breathing into Team ID. So let's head over and look at the matchmaking here. The draw you all would like to see. So let me move this table over to here, and that will be cool. And I have to move back. My slops has been a bit slow tonight, so apologize if something is not going right. Right, we have already Great Vietnam in the round of 16, and they will face either 7K. Oh my god. Next. Next, we have G already through to the round of 16, and they will follow either DTG and RIN. 10180 already through to the round of 16, and they will face either SQ or Genix. Next will be through to the round of 16, and they will face either Cats or Ints. Team ID, the team we're following tonight, they will be facing either Neko 2 or ITC in the round of 16. After that, we have Feast in the round of 16, and they will face either Act 1 or VAD, and potentially we will see a battle between Team ID and Feast in the quarterfinals should Team ID go through. But they have to be careful with Neko 2 because they once had a win against Team ID, and if you remember correctly, they've taken quadruple G5TUs and triple IS3 defenders in New Bay, so anything can still happen with Neko 2. It potentially can make an upset here, and we might have to end the stream early if that's the case. After that, we have HLV in the round of 16, and they will face either TCS1 or ARMD. And finally, Kang in the round of 16, and their opponents will be either R9 or X8. So here is all of your information you need to know for now, and let's actually play some matches and update the score line later on. Before I do that, let me update the top 8 table as well. The top 16 in Asia is really not interesting, I would say. Good. I would say actually the EU one is much more exciting, and we'll see tonight. And I got messages. Oh. Right. Good. I think Radioactive is trying to say something to me in Korean, but I couldn't catch that in the game, so potentially won't say it in English. Right, Radioactive is leading the team tonight, and let's see. No. Yep, let's see the lineups tonight, and potentially let's actually head over to Feast later on for their lineup as well. So the leader would be Radioactive, and then Lenny would be making up that team, the leader of the last team. Gayem would be making up the third spot, and La Casa de Papel be making up that as well. Linked we have, and IDs playing in the T54 lightweight as always. Playline. Renamed user, as well as last for me. This will be your team for tonight in the some Ascent tournaments. Interestingly, no sign of Pluriel. Alright, let's head over to Feast. We have Tempted Fate leading the charge. We have also Boom Trap, CX, Hermes, Yogan, Ada, Ivy, Lucario, F Death, and Mattox. Mattox, the leader, I think he's the client leader of Feast. Let's double check. Oh, Rolling Storm's there. Hello. Hello, hello, Layla. How are you doing? Yes, he is the leader of the Feast team and the clan. And you have also Pexy Rage, which is also a YouTuber for the Blitz community. So Feast will be looking to get better than stopping at in the quarterfinals, and I think more people are getting in at the moment. That will be really good. At the moment, only two. This is not good. I think more will join soon. Let's actually for today. Let's actually hit. Let's get 20 new subscribers, and that would be really amazing. Actually, that will put me in a better position in terms of viewership and whatnot. Let's actually play a game. Let's also again play in the IS7 as usual. And if you have already seen my thumbnail for my EU server tonight, I will be following the troll team, TTT. Will be one of the most interesting streams, and hopefully they will get to the semi-finals, and that means I can stream for the entirety. And hopefully, ID won't get knocked out in the quarterfinals or earlier. That would imply that my stream will end pretty early. And the queue, although lots are queuing at the moment, but the queuing time, it's a bit long. But let's get into this. Himmelsdorf IS7. I think Himmelsdorf is a good map for heavy tanks, just because the terrain is flat through except the middle, but you never go to the middle side because it's so exposed, and whenever you go there, you probably might get shot. Those crater holes there in the middle might provide you some cover, but they are not reliable. So let's head over. See, our team is not getting aggressive positioning. Potentially, I can't make a. Yeah, the turret is a bit slow. And T62A is there already. See if everyone's there. I think T62A is aiming at that. So let's not peek out and just stay patient. Oh my goodness me! Stay down to making a move. Yeah. My clan, there are lots of Wall of Warriors as well, my clan, in the Asia server. So I agree with you there. But I think I didn't spend any single money into my Asia server account, I would say. I did spend in my EU server, just because I really want to develop lots in here. Oh god. I'll let it fix. I mean, that's very minuscule. Let's actually. Nope. You should have gone back into the house. Yeah, try HEB again. No, you don't even use HE. My goodness me. Another bounce. Another HE. The K91 definitely knows this game. Another. Okay. I think I'm just going to hold this live for a really long time. Look at this. K91's there get. Oh. Imagine only being able to speak English. Oh! What is this? What is this? Really? Come on, seriously. You can do much better than that. And, right, and, really. This is getting boring, alright? Right, let's move on. Right. Oops, sorry. And it's a win. It's a really easy. Thank you, Pasha. Thank you, Pasha. Um. Let's get some rewards. Let's continue to play some games. I don't have any replay with me, unfortunately. Let's continue to play. So far only 3 viewers. Let's get more. Let's get more viewers to this. I know it's Asia server. Don't get me wrong there. I'm not trying to say something bad about Asia server, but it's the community, the player base. It's just not as exciting and as active as the EU server, I would say. And definitely miles behind the Aru server. And I actually viewed the games, the final stages of the Aru server. They're really exciting, and 7 star just didn't look like their past. I mean, just looked a bit like a shadow of their past. And Mercy, they're 5-0 against 7 star World comeback. I mean, they were not as they were like not really good, I would say, when facing against 7 star in their first fixture in the final stage, and doing a 5-0 comeback is just amazing. DU3OP, I think everyone might have overlooked that, and definitely my congratulations to them. They really made a lot of progress in the tournament, and I do really hope for their best for them, because they have the skill, not the skill, I mean the ideas to be a really good clan in the tournaments. Another bounce. They just need to I think it's kind of the mentality which has played a part. Oh, look at the ping here. It's just amazingly like a few seconds later than the shot. I mean, 1 or 2 seconds later. Oh, look at this shot. I mean, I was aiming at the red, and then now, because of the ping, it penetrates the grey side actually. And our heavies are still flanking. They've that E75 is going to fall on their hands, and I miss again because like it's difficult to really adjust to the ping here, and then get some. Oh, hello, some early. We got some really good. We got some new viewers, so that's good. Bouncing again. Second shot. What is that? That T57 heavy is just really not up to where it belongs to. Actually, I need to go down before the AMX is going to. Oh, what a bounce. You don't want to face a brawling T. What a full bounces. How many bounces did I make in this game? Really? Oh my god, my ping. You can see that. Oh, good. Well, yeah, VTA, good idea. Let us focus this tank, and he will be gone. Here we go. The gorilla is there. He is going to kill the leopard PTA. Good focus from him. My traverse is a bit terrible here. Could I climb up? And he shot it once again. But I think it's going to be ours. No question about that. Unless I lose a ton of HP trying to rush the gorilla. Yep. There we go. 4, 3, 2. Come on, just push in, team. Yep. Come on, team, go, 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 go. Oh, that was a really high roll. That was a really high roll. Oh come on, you can't jinx this one really. Hello XS Project, how are you? Hello everyone. Still not a lot of viewers. Once 5, but now back to 1. Oh. Oh come on, come on, come on. Really can't refill this away. Seriously. E5, just wait for E5. Oh, what? Oh no, that was. Well, I mean, Gorilla, if it's not for that really extremely high roll there, I would have that would have been much. That would have been a win easily. But now we probably might lose this one because now E5 is a one shot to that Gorilla, and I think Gorilla is going to have a shot in that. Does he have enough depression? Now he's aiming somewhere else. Oh, yes, the angles to work. What a mess that was. Oh dear, I think that will be a loss. We threw away this one, really. Ah, how did we even throw it? I mean, team seriously. Right, let's play one more, and then we'll have the results here. Yeah, it's just me viewing it right now. Oh dear. Hello, David Clip. Oh my god, I'm alone again. It's one again. It's back to 2. That's good. And it's queuing for an obscenely long time here. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to put shade into Asia server, but I think it's very boring. I mean, the tier 2A tournaments in general is pretty boring, just because people just spam 252s. The armor, the mobility is just too great. Asia win Twister 2020, 100% sure. I mean, we don't even have a Twister offline. But I think 2021 on Asia server, I mean, they have an inherent disadvantage with the skill level of the teams. ID look actually pretty close to a really good team. I do put my bets on them to return on 2021 if they manage to keep their players and if they manage to improve over time. I mean, they have what it takes basically. Their playstyle is pretty good. Decision making wise, I think they are sometimes better than some of the top EU clans there. Sometimes they're more decisive and more calculated. And they have a really long time to practice and polish their team to become a very dominant force in the Asia server. Are you still? Are you? Are you? So why is E75 suddenly stopping? Probably the mobile controls. Sweaty hands. You need to, uh, kind of wipe your hands with a handkerchief. Yeah, coronavirus. That's the reason why it's cancelled this. Yeah, but like, Africa still look really exceptionally strong, and these are the teams that need to do exceptionally well in order to, yeah, in order to really make a challenge. Oh, it's a really good, um, start for us. Killed one tank. Hopefully no TDs are in that bush though. Oh, definitely, but a bounce scored. Let me, oh. Right. No, not starting well. The I7, if he comes out, then I will get a shot into that. That tree is going to create some good camo. Because I knew you're here. Ah. Oh, he missed. You know what? T92, I think you might have a good idea. Let's actually make a move to help you there. Oh, what is this shot, really? Oh, 622, that's massive. Grab that. Where did that shot even go? Wait, I mean, the ping is really taking a toll right now. Right. Yeah, I'm going to die. Oh my god, how did I bounce? Okay, that's better than nothing. The team. Well, they're capping a base, seriously. I mean, you shouldn't be doing that. Sheridan getting some angles, can he kill that Vickers? No. Super Conqueror, it needs to be killed. Oh, well, good. That was a good kill. I think they can get a base though, I mean, they just need to not drop any hit points. I7. Oh, base reset. That's not good. Oh, Gorilla needs to kill that Gorilla. What a miss that was. Oh no. E100, it's in a bit of trouble here. Oh, they're taking Dowson, that's bad. And the big miss into I7, I mean, you just use heat or or whatnot. We are in a bit of trouble here. Like, I mean, the enemies are still down, but they have a very healthy IS-7 and also Gorilla here. Potentially can make also some trouble. Good. That E75 needs to save the Gorilla here. This Gorilla will be dead soon. Okay, Gorilla, that good idea to rush in. Put a really good show to that, and he bowed out without any regrets, basically. Well done to him. But E75 need to make use of that. Oh, please don't ram into anything, Sheridan. Your tank is not meant to ram into anything, basically. Oh, he doesn't know how to use HE shell. I mean, he's really close. Doesn't really look like it's going to. Please make it work. The circuit of death, you can do this. Yeah, I mean, you can. I'll be shocked if you don't. Great. Oh, what a miss from the IS-7. E75, go in. I mean, you are not a one shot. Sheridan is a one shot. Yes. Okay, finally. Good. Playing a bit too defensively for E75. And I mean, he deserves some of the criticism about him being too withdrawn. I mean, not withdrawn. Withdrawn. That was the case. Right. Do we have more? Yeah, 4 is better. It's better than, but still not the peak yet. Um, let's reload and see if we have some results coming up soon. I think we should. I really hope that this table will update automatically. Oh, we have some exits here already. Um, there we go. 7 kill will be out, and they will not be advancing, and GB will be playing against my god. DTG are through to the next round, be facing DG. This is going to be a battle outside of top 8. Let me update that. It's going to be a DTG through to the next round. Oh, Genix. Oh no, they are out of the first round. That will put a big dent into their campaign to top 16, and potentially, if they don't, potentially they will not get into top 16. Even if I think they've participated in all the top 16, in all the Ascent tournaments, but their average win rate is just a mere 51%. So, the bad news is that we might only have 15 teams in the Asia tournaments, and that would not be fun at all. SQ are through, then Cats are through. We face an XR. What am I doing? Yep. Nako 2 are through again. Will they take revenge on ID? We'll see very soon. Act 1 will be through. TCS are through, and R9 2-1 against X8. Oh, they need to be careful, but they are through nonetheless. So, I think the teams outside of top 16 will be out already. 7 kill are out. WWN need to even register their team. Janix are out. So now we will have more teams getting into top 16 potentially. And let me update this. Now only 1. So let us congratulate. Now we have both GTG and Cats in the next round. Congratulations to both these teams, and yep, they don't need to do exceptionally well tonight, and they will be in the Summer Season Championship, and really R9G neck. These will be the 5 teams looking to secure their place in the top 16. R9G, Nako 2, 7 kill, and WWNE, Genix. In the next tournament on Thursday, they will need to do exceptionally well. They have 500 cups of difference, so at least they need to get into the quarterfinals. And I think if we actually take a look at their results, take a look at their past performance before, and I think that's the wrong site. I got paying up somewhere else. Oh, Legion. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday to Sam. Not Satan, the other Sam. They have 2 Sams in the Legion, but happy birthday to him. Let's actually see Genix. They are never through to the quarterfinals, so basically they are pretty much out of this running already. They need to do exceptionally well, and I don't think they would do it I don't think they can deliver on Thursday. So basically, we already have the top 16 pretty much set in stone for tonight. So, well, guys, this is it. This is all for you. The top 16 of Asia is professionally decided, and really, it's not interesting. Before I do that, let me head to the toilet, and I'll be back soon for you. Let me just get this back. And sorry, I need to get into the toilet item. let me do a short toilet break very quickly, and I'll join you back very soon. Right, I'm back. Let's actually before I do that update this thing first. We'll potentially have some time to play one more game, and please get more people in. And we only have 4 viewers. That's not really good at the moment. We potentially let's get this results in or not good. And live updates. It's slow. Slops is slow. Will my slops crash? Hopefully not. That would be horrible. My slops are so slow today. I don't know why. It's just sluggish. 5. Right, let's get more into it. Oh, did I actually save it in the wrong file? Yes, I did. So do I have a time? I don't think we have a time, but just it's not going to happen soon. Let's remove these files and this stream. We have this, and we also have this. Asia. No, this is not right. This is right. There we go. Nudge, update everything. We have 7 minutes left, and yep, for whoever just joined, let's actually get back into the briefing tonight. Welcome everyone. This is One's Helper here. One's Helper here. I'm streaming Team ID tonight, and this is going to be the second last Ascent tournaments of the 10 Ascent tournaments in July, and after that, we'll know very soon which teams will be heading into the next round, the Summer Season Championship. That will happen from the 29th of July to the 31st of July. Last round, they got knocked out of the first round by TCS1, losing 0-2 against them. They would definitely want to do much better than that, and but then they are already in the top 8, they're already in the top 16, they're already in the summer season championship, so they have nothing to fight for basically. Tonight, that would just be the chance for them to gain experience, try out new things, new captain, new leader, new strategies, new tanks, new everything. I mean, ID doesn't really have to play very seriously here. Table is going to be shown as follows. We already have 5 teams in the top 8. That would be IDGV, 101AD, Feast, and HLV. After the teams out of top 16 have already got knocked out. Kang, XR, TCS1, Act1 DTG, and cuts a race through to the next round, the Summer Season Championship. So we only have 5 teams left in this leaderboard for this. To decide whether they're going into the Summer Season Championship or not. Janix, they already got knocked out. They lost against SQ, and that will put some really big, huge pressure into them because they've participated in all of the Summer Season, the Ascent tournaments, but they have never got through to the round of 16. And on Thursday, they need to perform much better. They need to get through to the quarterfinals in order to leapfrog WWNE. While WWNE to dent their hopes further, they need to just participate and play at least one match on Thursday. I think the invite should be up already. And here we go. ID versus Neko 2. Good. Right, let's see how many views. We have only 1, that's bad. Oh, I'm alone again. That's Ascent. This is the map. It's one of the maps that you like to just go for one side, basically. And let me just actually create a briefing for you. So let me just create a briefing. That's Ascent's this is a map that you probably want to just go to the desert side, never on the BC side. And if I can put my map up now here, this is it. Right, so desert sands. Everyone would just like to go here, basically. If you want to hold though, these ledges would be really helpful. But if I remember correctly, this is the most advantageous. It's just your view won't be blocked by the crashed aeroplane here. Let me yep, you should be able to spot here, but in this one you probably would not be able to spot. That would mean across here. Just I'm too lazy to change. Middle spot, you're able to do that though. So if you want to spot anyone trying to cross through the rails here, just take this spot. I see people doing the city moves there, but usually doesn't work because you need to because the lanes, if you want to defend the lanes, it's a bit difficult. And again, same problem as the Middleburg, is either too concealed or too open. The lanes are pretty much a straight line, so enemies, they just need to make cover, kind of make some notice on these 3 lanes and then just surround them, and then you will have it. Basically, it's just not too difficult, I would say. We just have only 36 seconds left. A side, the A cap easily taken by by this. So you just have to go here. If you want to make a spot, this is your route you want to take, and side, need to cross these kind of ridges, go here, and maybe you can even go to here. Rushing down the middle, I've seen it before, but does it work? It sometimes works, but the problem is you might give the information for the other team just rush in, and that would not be good. You need to take time to get up and so on. So the first game is going to be ID versus Neko2. Neko2 going with triple 2-5 to use double Pantera and a double IS3 defender. ID Radioactive Chimera, Gaiam, Casa, and Lanny in the triple 2-5 to use. Projector will be played by last book for me. Linked will be playing T32, and we have renamed user in the Chinese TDW Z1201FT. Record 2, hello again, rename user. Still not changing to rename user. Pantera heading into A. But are we going to see a spotting from these 252Us into the enemy 252Us? No, they are not going to spot them up. But they're heading down the middle, rushing there. Blind fire happening. Last one for me. Oh no, getting spotted and tagged. Taking 226 in return, but Lord and Mogan Clan taking 300 as well. And we see Executioners getting rushed by these three triple 2-5 to use. I don't think Neko2 are in time to save Executioners, and Executioners is down already. First tag for ID, and really bright start for them. This double Pantera, can they lock down attack? No, but in fact, ID is locking down the entire Neko 2 team here, but potentially Gaiam is the one to be focused now. Lord Imoga is the tank to get focused on. They are not going to kill that. They are going to kill that. It's taken down by last one for me. Bounces happening elsewhere, but they are getting radioactive from Neko 2. They need to get Chaos Delta now, because if they don't, they will lose Gaiam very soon, and they did lose Gaiam, but they did manage to get Chaos in return. It's 5 versus 4 for Neko, for ID, and the rename user is going to be down very soon. Not the Chinese TD, but this Pantera is down now. Focus fire much better for Team ID here. Neko to just simply losing Executioners at the start was a huge dent to their campaign, and they need to be careful of doing that next time. Another official is now down. Waka is going to be down very soon, and the first game is going to be Team ID. Very dominant performance, no question at all. Just team ID much better in terms of their movement and so on. Neko 2 got severed early on, and they simply have no respawns. And look at the damage spread here. Just pretty equal for the top 5 players, with only around 700 damage difference though. Radioactive can only do a meager 830 in the Chimera, while Neko 2, their first, the top damage could only rank into the 6th place for Team ID, only doing 1442 damage, so half the damage done for Neko 2. Let's ready up for the next, for the switch, spawn switch. Now Neko 2 going the hard way here. Quintuple 2-5 to use, and it's going to be octuple 2-5 to use across the board. We also see double Pantera for Neko 2, but it hasn't been working very well for them at the moment. And I'm just a bit hungry. I had a chocolate cake early in the morning, and I don't know, I just feel like don't like to do anything there. But there we go. Rename users taking the WZ1201FT this time, and Lord is going to take a Pantera alongside a renamed user. Minto will be taking 252 alongside an official Chaos Executioner and SU. 252. Lenny back in the is now in the bench, warming up the bench. Hello Duca, and playline is in line to for this team here. Last one for me now, taking the Project 246, Leg taking C32, Playline 252U, alongside La Casa, Gaiam also taking the 252U, and Radioactive Chimera, I don't know, it's just Neko 2 would need a much better movement, making sure they don't isolate their tanks too early on, and yeah, we'll see how it's going to work this time. It's Team ID versus Neko 2, second round. We'll see if we have something here. And up in the way, there we go. Neko 2 again with most of the forces heading into the desert. Double Pantera, rename user already spotted, so does Dustful for me as well as Radioactive. Look at this. They're barely in Pantera. They want to get the 8 early on because they can do it. They just don't do it. And now the 2 5TUs from the ID side have rushed down the middle. And will they do anything about that? And Sperm Police potentially in all sorts of trouble. Playline, can he connect the shell in to the rename user? He does! 476. Sperm user taking 233 more. Again on a bright start for Neko 2. But ID looking at this, holding this line a bit defensively. But now we can see like 4 tanks in the middle trying to make a push there. Rename user in the TD, potentially putting denting the potential push there. Neko 2 making a back push here. Chimera, Radioactive and both Linked are now dropping the reactive armor. Would it be a bit too early though now? Because their timer would be gone very soon. Radioactive, oh, Mrs. Rename user, now renamed user on the other team, our ID, is going to be absolutely punished. Team ID, do they have enough speed? They need to push in. They need to rescue Linked and Radioactive. Radioactive would not be the first one to down. It would be the rename user on Neko 2. Radioactive still hanging there, but now he's down. Hit point wise is in favor of Team ID. How did rename user on our team manage to survive actually? Chaos Delta is going to be the focus called. And now he's down. Next target is going to be SU. He's going to be down as well. He's down. And the official is going to be down next. Link is now down. And really, nothing much can be done for Neko 2. Once again, they drop a bit too many hit points at the start. That push, though, although was fine, but they could not kill off the Chinese TD at the back. And that was a huge dent to their campaign. And their focus fire wasn't simply enough to make a big statement there, and they are through to the next round. It was simple stuff for ID. 2-0 to ID. And we have a donut here for the Team ID. Again, Neko 2 only managed to do half the damage as Team ID. Game doing 2.8k damage, killing 2. Rename user actually did 2.6k, finishing up the second. He stayed there for a really great amount of time, and he did make really good shots into Neko 2, inhibiting Neko 2 from making too much trouble to start. But Neko 2, 5 of these tanks finished lower than 1,000 damage. I didn't really shout actually. I mean, it's pretty boring stuff actually, but I didn't really shout. So, oh, goodness me, we might have restarts up, and I want to take a break. I just need some biscuits. I'm feeling very hungry, and I could faint soon if I don't eat anything. So I mean, just give me some time for me to recharge, and then I'll be back in full shape. Yeah, I didn't really shout this time, so I probably might shout if the games get more interesting. We see already a team through. Let's head over and the target not there yet. 0 still. There we go. Imagine the two with random game mode. Oh, that would be interesting. And oh, if one of them would be uprising, that would be very, very amazing. I do really want to see a uprising tournaments though. They could be extremely, extraordinary good. They're really good, and I really want to 180 through to the quarterfinals. Idea through. Fee still playing against Act 1. Okay, so here is your results for now. And forgive me, let me take a brief break for now, and I will be back soon. I just need to eat something. I'm very hungry right now. Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? You've been telling all your friends that I don't treat you like you think I should. But you know that, girl, I want you, that this life with me is not secure. Just think of the foreign cars and those golden stars on the sidewalk. Throw all the bills away, 'cause that shit's all paid. It's exciting. So won't you tell me, what are you thinking? Let me pick apart your mind. If you feel the way I do, tell me. Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? Won't you tell me now? Yeah, you were right this time, you were right this time. Take a look around, look what you did last night. What you did last night, never heard a sound. Yeah, I know that you told me one day you'd show that you were right this time, you were right this time. Oh no, now the truth comes out and I know that you warned me about it. Shallow, you were only ever in for yourself, yeah, in for yourself. Oh great, fantastic, you mastered it all. Why make you plastic, they've had it so long. Over your antics, you struck me wrong. I hope that you're happy now. Yeah, you're right this time, you're right this time. Take a look around, look what you did last night. What you did last night, never heard a sound. Yeah, I know. Hello, I'm back. Sorry. Always seeing some interesting results here. McGod in the quarterfinals and GV got knocked out. Did GV show up at all since McGod being absolutely brilliant? We don't know. Let's assume actually GV didn't. I mean, they did show up at the end. G is still playing against DTG. Wonder what way will be facing XR and Cats. They are out. Okay, and ID will be facing Feast, and this will be important, and that will decide which team will go through to the semi-finals, and whether every good aim second is going to keep on streaming, or will I keep on streaming, and that would be interesting. TCS won 2-0 against HLV, and they will be facing King in the quarter-finals. TCS has been really doing very good lately, and I think that's down to them having a lot of 2-5 to use. So let's update the table, and you will see the most updated table very soon. Right, here we go. The table is updated. We now have ID with 13,349 cups. GV, after getting knocked out, will have 12,957 cups, and this amount of cups would be lower. I think I've made a mistake there. Should be this. Apologies, they should not be getting a lot of cups tonight. 12,639, and if they don't play at all, that number could be even lower. 101 AD already through to the next round. 11,051 cups. Feast 11,011 cups. HLV with 8,978 cups. K with 8,109 cups. XR with 7,129 cups. TCS1 with 7,052 cups. So here we go. The updated table for you right now is here. So before I keep on playing for now, let's actually refresh and see if we have results for G and DTG. No, we still don't have any results yet. That's strange. They are potentially on the tiebreaker. That will be very important for these two teams. Especially important for G, so they can lock down their spot in the next round very soon. Don't have to worry about the round after. But God actually potentially could leapfrog over. I think it's Genix tonight, and that could make a lot of implications to the standings. And yeah, so far so good. Yeah, I do agree. Skills is everything. So yeah. There we go. G is knocked out. They will be facing DDG. They need to wait until Thursday to know whether they are through or not. But potentially, Magor DTG. This is a really low bracket fixture here, and 101AD against XR. 101AD will be looking to triumph over XR after they've done exceptionally well in the finals against them on last Saturday. ID and Feast would be kind of a really exciting match here. I will be looking to get really hyped about that. And there we go. How would it look for DTG now? And they will be looking to finish with 5,337 cups for now. And let me update this page, and then I'll play a match in the IS7. Right, let's actually play. Let's play a game. My stream is getting a bit boring. Yeah, apologies. I might want to get some review on my tea though. I don't know. I just feel like I'm I don't feel. I feel a bit fainty. I don't know. Yeah. The mediums would like to go to this. I believe Yukon is like Port Bay enlarged. I think just the same, and uh, mediums would need to get the corner, and they would want to try to shoot on the crossing. And basically that corner is enlarged. ID versus V is going to be amazing. I assure you. Already, Leopard 1 getting so aggressive so aggressive already. What is he trying to achieve here? He's going to die. Obviously. Yeah. Next. But will I get punished crossing? At the moment it's not. Another good thing about this code is you can get this code in a heavy tank. That's even better. Oh, how is that even the shot here? Oh no. They need to punish tanks I spotted up there. Oh, Conway is getting brutalized. He's decimated soon. Not long for this world, and he will be totaled. There we go, totaling off the Conway. Oh, got too aggressive. It's Sandar tank trying to rush us. This enemy team is just simply horrible. I'm going to side strip here. And side strip it is. It's just easy. I mean, this is Asia server for you. Look at the teams here. In EU server, it won't happen like that. I can assure you. It won't be like it's not. You won't you won't steamroll them like that. That's only can happen in Asia server. I don't know why. I mean, the skills in general is just much worse in Asia than in EU server. It used to be not like that though. The Asia server used to be much more competitive, and now it's just sad to see how it's gone down like that. I mean, how do we even lose 2 tanks to begin with, and potentially 3 now? I mean, this is just not fun, really. It will be an intense. I will make sure I will scream though, and going to be like no skill, no luck. I think that's the name of the Russian commentator. Sheridan, what a mess! Oh, you were aiming at that intensively, but now you missed. Just need to know where the fortress are. Potentially, I will be a 1 clip to him. He's not AFK. Come on, stop. No. He's not. If you mean our Sheridan. Then yeah. Right. Good. Yeah, that was Kira win, right? No. Oh, good. I can go in. He shot once. No, it's not going to. Yeah. He's on the drum reload, and it's a win. Yep. No question about that. Let's play one more because we have 9 minutes left. I mean, seriously, 2 donuts on the enemy team. We also have a donut, so how Asian server is just not good enough. I'm sorry to say, but it's just a much weaker server than you. You's just miles better in the head. And even if Asian server is much worse, don't do much more damage in that way. Because the team can let you down and you can easily get punished for going to the spots originally in EU server. You might consider it as aggressive but doable, but in Asia server, it might become too aggressive. So you might have to tweak a bit on that. And some of the maps, if you take some more defensive position, then you're in trouble. Actually, I mean, the positioning at the back is just not really good, and sometimes you don't even have the position at the back to work with. Going to be in the middle. Yeah, yeah, as I expected there. Oh, good shot into Gorilla. Don't know how you made it there. Oh, missed that T54E1. Wait, is he trying to peek out? Hopefully, no, I'll get a base. It's going to be boring. How can I play with 300 ping? Don't ask me, it's just horrible. Oh, that was Trigger. No, it's not going to hit because of pain. Play some gravity, okay? I might play it next, actually. Oh, let's rush. That will be a good sign for me. I think we spotted 5 tanks array there. Let's just rush. Come on, come on, come on. Did you read my move there? Come on, just go, 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 go. We have more tanks here. Go, 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 go. Oh my. Good. Next, Waffenträger, please. Can someone just take a look at that? Like, you don't want to allow that tank to be on the battlefield for too long. Good. Our team's doing well on the other side, though. Ooh, didn't hit the gun. That's good. Yeah, I'll let you do it. It's not mine. Good. Goliath has gotten. But it's not really Goliath, it's Goliath. Oh, that was a snapshot. Oh, what a snapshot that was. Okay. Right. Oh, another quasi snapshot there. Good. It's a 7-0. It's a steamroll again. How amazing it is, really. Oh my goodness me. Oh, tournament match is going to be here. Right, let's not miss that. Hello everyone. It's going to be ID versus fees. Everything, everyone you want. I mean, all you want to, all you. What am I trying to say? You all expected that. You all anticipate this match, and here we go. We present you Team ID versus the Feast, arguably the 2 best clans in the Asia server. So how would they fare? And ID going with Quintupo 25 to use and Feast double 25 to use. That will make Sep Tupo 25 to use across the board. Let's head over and go to Winter. Let's get the map up and let's review what you might expect in Winter Malinovka. There we go. Let me find it. Yep, there we go. Winter Malinovka. Let me draw something on this stream again. Right. Right, this is a blank one. Actually, you know what? I can, yep, pull it down a bit and let's adjust. Yes, that would just map a bit. What you might want to expect in Winter Manovka, um, this one would be important, but as well dangerous. So you might want to prevent that. One way to spot up these zones here, and you might want to punish them crossing though, is to actually put your tanks, let me show you how to do it, going through like that, or even going through like that. These two ways can um, put some focus fire into the crossing over here. Yeah, e-server is better in every regard. Yeah, I would say. And this on this side, same. There's no particular advantage on any side here. You can say, and again, once again, you can spot up tanks. You can even spot up the TDs. This is possible, entirely possible, but you need to be careful with them. Just because if you pick up too much, TDs will punish you hard, and you don't want that to happen. Game B, just if you only have to repeat a lot of times. Only if you are well supported in B do you get B. If you don't don't go for it. Just forget about it. Really. I see a lot of clans, they want to get B, but in the end they got heavily punished and they just couldn't get the cap lead, and secondly they lose their hit point pool lead, and that put them in a really, really bad situation. So please don't be too greedy. Don't go for B. Unless 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 you're going for a rotation and then you can get B later on, but just don't go for it at the start. And for A though, these positions can be indicated with a medium tank here. For the other sides here, spotting up these areas, and that would be very essential. And let's remove the map and let's get ready up. It's going to be reset the scores 0-0 to all. ID versus Feast, and this will be the first game of tonight. And this is going to be a really interesting lineup here. Radioactive and FE301, Gayam, Lacasa, Lanny, Playline, and Rename User, all in the 2-5 to use, Quintuple 2-5 to use Length. In the 2-22, really strong lineup for ID side. Feast going with Tempted in the FE301, Boon in the Chinese TD, the WZ1201FT. And we'll see very soon what other tanks they're going to take. Maddox in the Carnarvon, Ivechar, Lucario will be taking double 2-5 to use. Yogan will be taking the Projectile 46 and CX will be taking the T32. And we head up and see where they're going. Feast and ID, the biggest matchup in history. The Asian derby here. We'll see how it goes, and ID potentially heading towards B and maybe a bit to C, but looks likely they're going B and C. Feast going mostly to B and C, some to A as well. Rename user Lanny both spotted, nothing spotted for Feast. Now the carrier is getting spotted. Tempter Fate. Look at this spotting, spotted 2 up, the Casa, and also later spotted up. But no, it's actually Feast who took some damage though. Yogan now down to 1k hit points. Potentially he got punished by Radioactive there. Now Yogan is rushing in, taking 184. He needs to be careful because he has much less fewer hit points than Radioactive. Now it's Feast making a rotation down to the A side. Gaian needs to be extra careful. Black Dogs. Look at this. Oh, he took 445. Couldn't punish Gaian. Look at Gaian's position from this perspective, though. He's perfectly held down. Gaian is doing adrenaline, and look at Matos is showing a bit as well, but it's linked. It's Radioactive going to run away. They're getting A though. They will have the cap lead, but they don't have a hit point pool lead. ID, they might want to make use of their hit point lead and maybe make a moosh on one side. Ivechar might be in a lot of trouble. Lenny, Linked, and Lacasa are pushing in with double 2-5 and T32 on the other side. Feast aren't pushing in. ID are committing their forces. Ivechar in lots of trouble. Redeem user take it back. big hit while crossing, and oh, now Iveshar taking 830. What the first tank down will be a renamed user. Iveshar taking 246, and oh my goodness me, Nicara is going to be rushed by the other 252 and so well, Radioactive is behind and Iveshar is down. CXCX potentially will be the next target for that to focus on Feast, getting their tanks now back in to help and get Gayam in play 9. And CXCX still not taking a lot of damage, they're taking 199 right now. These tanks here barreling in length, Lacasa they can't manage, they can't afford to bounce any shots. And they're trying to focus battles here. Lanny's coming in, and oh, Gayam is down. Length is one other tank's also down, and it's 4 versus 5 now. Hit point wise, is in favor of ID, but ID would need to make use of the every fuel one and avoid dropping too many hit points. So they have more tanks on the board, and now hit point wise, they're dropping. Battles is now getting the focus, but Lacasa potentially going a bit too aggressive here. They need to focus fire. Magdogs is now down to potentially one. Radioactive is in a lot of trouble now. Length dropping the reactive armor though, but he's probably not the target to focus on. Radioactive bouncing Yogain. Oh, now he's dead, and Yogain is now going to be down to 1 shot 335. Triple heavy tanks. It's going to be the bases are all captured by Feast, and Feast, I'm not sure, they only have 1/3 of hit points now, and oh, Landy took a bit of hit there. Length is getting reset by Tempter Fate, but 2 tanks onto Lacasa. They need to prevent Feast from getting the focus into Landy, and Lucario taking the focus now. Tempter Fate, can he? Oh, he bounced onto Length. Length is going to be very, very important here. Lanny potentially might want to go for A after killing Lucario though. Tempter Fate, it's running away, but he's still spotted, and now both Lanny and Lacasa got the tank there. This is going to be tough, but they need to get all the tanks now. They need to get A. Someone needs to go to A before the Caps take it. Someone tell them to get A ready. Lanny should not be the one going in. They have the mobility. ID do not. Feast only with Tempter Fate on the board. Is he going to go down very soon? He's just only 36 damage. He needs to survive as long as he could. They are now 780 caps. ID's still not going for A. That could be a bad thing for them. But they need to kill the Tempter Fate. Tempter Fate bounces a shot from the Casa. And oh my god. Oh, it's down. Tempter Fate is down. First game to ID. What a match. That was really, really well done to ID. Pushing onto the windmill side and Radioactive baiting, almost like all the team from Feast and severed them, like caught them spread out. They don't need to commit too many tanks onto just one Radioactive, and he's what? He's in at every fuel one. He can run away quickly. You don't need like 4 tanks to get that. Just 2 or 3 will be fine. And just focus all of your forces elsewhere, and that would be much better for Feast in this way. And first game is going to Winter Marinovka. And what? First game is going to Team ID. There we go. Feast, second problem will be them committing the forces down in the A side too late. And in the end, like, I think it was Iveshar and Triple CX got knocked down very, very early in the game. ID, they don't have a lot of speed, but they do have a lot of speed for Feast. And they could potentially get to the 252s in the middle very, very quickly. And ID, not changing anything, persisting with quintuple 252s, while Feast, they need to do much better than that. They need to play better in the numbers. Right now, ID, they realize they have a really good solid number advantage and just push with 4 tanks, I think, onto the 2 isolated tanks for Feast, and they need to stop doing that. And now Triple CX now changing into a T32 Yogain, still in the projectile, Lucario in 252U, Mad Dogs back in the canal of an Iveshar again, 252U Boon again, Chinese TD Tempter Fate, every 301. So let's get the transition up and let's head over to potentially the last game in the quarterfinals. ID against Feast. Again, taking the quintuple 252s, rounding up to be a septuple 252s across the board. And happy April Fools! Today is the April 1st, and I'm your host. I'm playing in one of them. I'm just stream sniping everything, so April Fools to you. And ID now! Potentially going a bit more to A this time. For Feast, they're committing. I mean, they're doing something similar as last time. Yogain spotting in that bush, radioactive spotting nothing at all. Blind fire to nowhere. Probably to the hills, though. The hills that might trigger an avalanche. And oh my goodness, Tempter Fate taking a hit. The Lenny gets shot on the crossing. The good shot from the carrier, though. Oh, he took another shot. I think potentially from Yogain here and couldn't connect. The La Casa couldn't connect into the Iveshar, and Feast this time might have a better advantage, but Lucario is spearheading this. Radioactive's getting C, it's a good idea here, and now Feast is rotating, they're getting A at the same time, potentially ID would get the cap lead here. And now it's going to be cap lead to Team ID, and Team ID actually consolidating their forces over to BNC now. Or most of their forces in of Feast are now in A. If ID realizes this information, they can push it at any moment. The T32s and the Optic 252s are not the best tanks when it comes to holding and sniping. And Playline taking a bit of hit there. They need to stop dropping hit points now, ID, because otherwise Feast will have the hit point advantage, and that will work against their favor. They need someone to get another line of fire. Length needs to get a better line of fire into Ivesha. Potentially he can put some side shots into that, but he's not doing that. He's actually aiming somewhere else. I don't think that would be a good idea right now. Games now spotted. Yogain playing line maybe in all sorts of trouble here. If he's pushes in the middle, Playline probably would be the first one to be dead, but Radioactive might want to get some more information. Tempter Fate, oh, Playline is getting a bit of hit there. Hit point wise is now turning into Feast's favor. Tempter Fate is going to get the back of Playline soon. He spotted up rename user. He realized that they are showing the sides to him, and ID are not focusing him. Playline taking a hit from Tempter Fate. ID, oh no, that could be a bad choice here. Now rename user taking hit on the crossing there. ID dropping more and more hit points. That is not going good for them. Feast now in a better position. Play9 in all sorts of trouble. Play9 maybe the first to go down. And a bounce from Tempter Fate yet once again. Lenny taking a bit of hit now. ID is getting punished for the hesitation and the lack of good the line of fire here. Now Play9 instead. Feast has the advantage. What is ID going to do now? They're going to push Mardox, Ivechar, and CXCX. Would they have enough time to do that though? Because now Lanny would be the next one to be dead. And Radioactive doesn't receive a shot from Boone. He takes a shot from Yogain. Yogain is putting another shot into him. Well done. Lanny cannot hold him for too long, but now the other side of the ID is pushing onto Ivechar and CXCX. Oh no, this is going bad for Feast at that side, but the other side's not. Radioactive is still hanging on, but he potentially would get rushed by the rest of the team. ID is in all sorts of trouble, and I think the second game will go to Feast in this one. And Linked dropping a reactive armor there, game down to one shot. Maddox is going to finish him soon, and he does, but Maddox is on the fuego as well. Yogain is going for Linked. It's a good idea that he picks him up. And ID, oh, we've only double 2-5 to use, and they are not going to do this. ID got heavily punished being too defensive, something reminiscent of Ericsson throwing away their hit point lead, and their positions aren't very good to be honest with you. And Feast are able to push up their line very, very aggressively, and the biggest problem is that ID didn't take any notice at their back, and two of the tanks in the end got isolated. And ID could only do half the damage of Feast, and it's going to be a tiebreaker map for ID and Feast, who is going to go through to the semi-finals. We will know very, very soon. this is going to be tough. Definitely. And the second game goes to Feast. Let's see if I have Dave Frontier, and then we can brief you on that. Just trying to do it within a minute. In terms of the briefing, and here we go. The map. Uh, you would want, I mean, simple. To put it simple, you want to go A and B if you want to play for the cap pressure, and you want to go C if you want to do rotations and so on. And I think both teams would go A B. I think that would be what they both are trying to achieve. The cap pressure. Both teams really want to get the cap pressure to the other team. So I would see potentially a big brawl in A B very soon. I think C inherently would be the better side to go, just because it's a bit more open. You can push the line more aggressive. AB, it's a bit difficult to defend in terms of the rotation against the other team. And once the enemy team got spotted here, it's just pretty close to your forces. And if you want to run away, you want to try to pray for good luck here, because you'll be out in the open very soon. And let me remove this map, and let's get started. ID now changing with a rename user in the WZ121 121 FT. Now going with only Sex 2.25 to use across the board, and is my transition. There we go. Feast. I think they're going with the same lineup, and here we go. We'll see where they're going. And inherently, ID has the hit point advantage. They need to stop being too defensively. If they have a cap, they need to get a bit more information on both sides. Otherwise, they will find themselves trapped for some of the tanks there. ID actually going for AB, that's what I predicted. But Feast actually will be going for C this time. I have a good feeling about Feast in this one. They probably can work with a lot of information, and ID might be in a bit of trouble. Both the ID, they didn't spot anything in the crossing, and they spotted Ivechar crossing. I'm not sure they ever spotted Lanny crossing as well, but Len could not spot CX crossing though, and he cannot put a shot in that though. They're getting C now. They couldn't get B. Cap lead would get in favor of Feast now. Unless they get A and B uncontested, and that will probably be the case. Tempter Fate be looking to reset that with an HE shell, and he doesn't connect into the Landy. Oh, there's a 2-5 but Lucario potentially going in to reset the B, but no, he gets B. Landy gets B, but he potentially might be trapped here. Will he land a shot from Lucario? Landy is trying to side straight with this structure here, but it's a bounce scored by Lenny. Played out some hits. Tempter Fate and Mardox taking big hits there. Oh, at the moment, hit point advantage to Team ID, but Feast, that cap pressure, it's going to be mounted against them, taking more hits. Feast needs to stop taking hits though, because that will put them in a very, very tough situation in terms of the pushing though. It's not over yet though, because we've seen a lot of successful pushes, especially if you remember Raid and RTK. That push just made, like, I think Raids didn't lose a single tank in the end, I think. But Maddox getting spotted up, he would be in all sorts of trouble. Turks 438, but only puts a pathetic 170 something shell into the air. But now, ID's sharing hit points pretty well, but not Lacasa getting tired. Lenny's getting tired. Need to be careful not to drop any more hit points though, because now hit point wise it's neck and neck. Maddox needs to stop being greedy though, because 3-name user, look at this, he's aiming at this lane, he's locking down this, and he takes 433 Maddox. The leader, I think the commander of Feast team, needs to stop being too aggressive, otherwise they will lose a tank, and that would not bode well. And Lucario is getting B uncontested. That would tip the cap lead back into favor, and ID now pushing in with double 2-5 to use and T32, but they don't have the numerical advantage. Already we see a first tank down, Radioactive is down, but Maddox is going to be down for he's dropping the reactive armor, but we would have been too little too late because he dropped too many hit points at the start though. But they're not killing Maddox yet, they did now. Game is in all sorts of trouble now. The ID doesn't have the caps, and he's down. Game is down. I've Sharp will be the next target focus. La Casa is also pretty low, and Play9. He has a lot of hit points though. He needs to connect. He does connect, but the reactive armor is playing a big toe. That Yogan is probably putting the full shell. He did manage to kill La Casa though, and I've Is he going to be dead? Yes, he's going to be dead. Leg didn't put a shell in that. That was pretty important. But cap-wise, it's taking against ID. They lost another tank. Feast is on the cusp of getting into the semi-finals. And potentially this stream will be ending very, very soon though. Oh no. Yogan is now dead. Renamus is now dead. They're now 50, around 50 more caps. Oh dear. 20 more, Lane 677, and Feast are through to the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and ID are out. A comeback win for Feast. What a game that was, and ID simply could not win with throwing everything into that, using a lot of 2-5 to use. The user doing over 3k and Radioactive only doing 221. This is not good for ID at all, and Feast are through. They are through to the semi-finals for the first time, I think, in 2 or 3 match days. So congratulations to them. Oh, and unfortunately, my stream will end early, and I'll be following every Good Name's Taken stream, and the link I'll send you the viewers there, and I'll see you very soon, and tonight I'll be following the troll team. I'll be showing very soon the other results of our other clans. But until then, that's all for me for tonight, and I'll see you very soon. And good night, everyone. Let me just copy the link. Okay, I won't spoil it. So let's head over and see any results of that very soon. What a game that was! ID completely outplayed by Feast, and they're just simply like not good enough, I would say. AB, it's difficult. I mean, they managed to put some really good shells into Feast, punish them dearly. Feast sometimes speak too much, but I assume I did as well. I don't know how Radioactive died at that moment, but everything just spiraled down to ID in the end. And Feast will be facing TCS1, and let's get this up for you. Okay, but God lost against DTG, and they are going to be in the semi-finals. 101 AD beats Exile 2-0, yet once again be through to the semi-finals. Feast beating ID 2-1, and what a comeback that was, and they will be through to the next round. While TCS won 2-1 against Kings, a valiant effort there, but will not be enough to get through to the next round. I will also show you my Discord link. I will be updating the leaderboard as it comes, as the time ticks in. So head over, join my Discord server. Head over to every Good Name's Taken stream. I know there's only like 7 watching, so that will be cool. Until then, I'll see you next time, and I'll see you tonight, and we'll follow the troll team. And that we go. And here will be the updated table. GV 10180 might potentially get to the next round very soon. I mean, 10180 could finish first tonight potential. I don't know, but probably not because they are like 2,000 cups of difference, and ID they won't get over ID to that. ID, I think they will still retain to be the number one, and Feast will get a lot of cups tonight, and I think the finals will be 10180 versus Feast, and that would be really, really exciting. So, yep. So, all the best to you. Head over to Every Good Name's Taken stream and bye. And let me go. And let me just add a simple test for you. And we'll see if it's going to be working. It's not updated yet. Oh, good. Now, there we go. Right, there we go. My slots is so slow, so sluggish. Oh my god, it's even freezing for me. Okay, there we go. I'll see you later. I'll see you later, and bye.